Hi everybody, welcome to the Drug Knitter Podcast. I'm your host Sophia. Welcome to the show. As you can see, I am off location. It's been a week, so let's get into it and I'll explain everything. Let me grab my coffee. So yeah, let's get the elephant out. So I am not in my podcast studio. I'm actually on a porch swing. I had to visit family just because our septic tank needed to be emptied. And it's funny how you don't realize about these things, and then right before disaster strikes you see signs. Okay, so I was on TikTok. Sorry, I'm swinging, but I was on TikTok and someone that cleans out septic tanks was on there, and he was telling a funny story. And as he's telling the story, I'm thinking, crap, I have a septic tank. I lived at my house for over 3 years now. And you're supposed to empty them out every 3 to 5 years, and I'm like, oops. So I was like, okay, mental note, tell husband, septic tank, right? So I go outside with my baby and the puppy, and we're sitting on a picnic blanket, just playing with toys. I'm knitting, and I hear water brushing. And I didn't think much of it. I didn't even look up because A, baby, is my main attention. And B, there's construction happening on our street right in front of our house. So I didn't even think about it until my dog, she did some lassie sound. And then she alerted me to gushing water coming out of my little septic tank white tube thingy. It was loud, and I'm still in baby mode, so I'm like, oh, whatever, baby. So I play with the baby and everything, and then we go through our day. I talk to my husband. I didn't bring it up because I didn't even think about it, just because it's just water, I just thought, oh, maybe there's a flood. I knew it was my septic tank, but for some reason I'm so tired that I just could not put the two together that maybe you should check that out. And then my husband gets home and we're just talking about our days, and I'm like, hey, is that little white PVC pipe supposed to be gushing water? And he just goes and that's how that got started. And then everything broke loose, and we ended up here. So, and then I was like, crap, I was supposed to film that day, literal crap. I was supposed to film and I didn't. But I did do a lot of knitting. Since I've been here watching Vogue during the day. Look at this. Ta-da! So this is going to be a crop top. Oh, I freaking love it now that I see it on camera. This ribbing is only halfway down. I'm going to double the ribbing. Then I'm going to do a split hem and add about 2 more inches of ribbing just to the end. And people thought this was I can't remember what it's called, a simple eyelet sweater by Knititude. I'll put it right here. That's a really great eyelet sweater. It's not mine. Great minds think alike. Mine's a crop top without the tapered fittings. Hers is more of a classic, elegant, sophisticated feel. Hers is something that's timeless. And my sweater is meant to be a take on the fast fashion sweaters that I see everywhere. And you can't really tell because I still have it on my needle cables, so it's kind of taut. But it has quite a bit of, did I break it? Nope. It has quite a bit of positive ease, and so it's going to be a flowy crop top. And I've been all about the crop tops lately since having a baby, because if you got those high-waisted pants and a crop top, you get that ba-bam effect. So, and also what I like about this sweater, it's called the $10 fast fashion sweater. That's the design name in progress. It's kind of long, and it only costs $10 to make across the first, I want to say 6 to 7 sizes. I have to double check my test knitters to see how they're doing with yarn, but it goes all the way through $10 for up to a 60 bust. Okay, you may have to go in for $20 for a 64 bust, but anyway, that's pretty freaking good because everyone knows when you knit a sweater, it can go up to the hundreds. So stay tuned for that sweater. It's going to be on Ravelry. It's going to be on craft.com, so keep an eye out. I'll definitely have a podcast up when this sweater is live. I'm going to do a test knit. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Let's get into the rest of the podcast. I'm drinking coffee with whole milk in it, and I'm lactose intolerant. Amazing. I had to fix up my camera, so if I'm in a different place, that's why. So today we're going to look into what I get at Joann's, because I went to Joann's and look what I got, girl. Woo! You love that bag? Okay. It says Knit Happens, and every time I go to Joann's, they have like the best reusable shopping bags. FYI, but every time I go, I have to get another one and another one. Like, I have 10 of these. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere in my car, in my closet, somewhere. Yes, I haven't did my ends yet because I'm still knitting this, but I always pick it up, kind of defeats the purpose of getting a reusable bag if I just keep buying more plastic, but I keep buying more plastic. Joann's is a fabric and craft store found in most states in the U.S., I think every state, and it's my favorite big box craft store. I'm going to stop swinging, sorry. But it's my favorite big craft store just because they have the biggest selection of yarn and needles and pretty much anything you need, from a yarn swift to a specific type of wool yarn that's usually sold in big box stores like Patons and Bernat, things like that. You can get it. And they also have things that I've never seen elsewhere. Like, I just came from Michael's, and there's things here that I haven't seen. And I don't have a Joann, so whenever I come and visit this family member, I always have to go and get me some Joann's yarn. They also have really great quilting supplies if you're trying to quilt on the fly and want to pick something up in store. They don't really have a lot of not fast fashion, but fashion like dresses type of fabric, like, you know, like satin and all that jazz, the polyester. Like, they have some, but it's mostly great for like crafting and quilting. So let's get into what I bought at Joann's. I am so freaking excited. So I spent $89.78 at Joann's yesterday, and I am not ashamed. You know what? It's fine. I never get to go out without my kid, so mommy got to get out. And the first thing that's in this giant bag is the biggest cake of yarn I've ever seen in my freaking life. Look at it. Oh, it has a return label in it. Huh. This is by Lion Brand. It's called Cover Story. I've never seen anything quite like it in my life. It says on the side, make an Afghan with just one cake, beginner pattern inside. And what I like about it is that it has like old school type of labeling on it. Like, it looks like 1960s-esque. I freaking love that era. You get 547 yards of 100% polyester, machine washable and dryer, and it's super bulky. I absolutely love that you only need one cake for a whole Afghan. And this costs about, okay, ooh, lost my coupon, gotta get that later. This one cost me $25, $24.99, and the original price is $34.99. So if you're watching this on the Friday that I'm uploading it, go to your Joann's and get you some. This is $10 off on sale. I'm going to be making a pattern for this. I'm so freaking excited. The last Afghan that I knitted, it met a untimely doom. Okay, I don't have any pictures. I was devastated. So I'm going to do another big Afghan that's completely washable, so hopefully it won't get destroyed in the wash like the last one. And look how big. It's like the size of my head. It's like the size. It's bigger than Bo. Yo, I was at the store and the lady's like, those are nice, right? And I'm like, I want all of them, but they're $25. And yeah. The next thing I found at Joann's this time that I've never seen before, but I just had to take, was the Bernat Plenty faux yarn. This is interesting because it's 60% acrylic, 26% wool, and 14% polyester. I've been seeing so much more polyester mixed into these big box store yarns, and I am here for it just because it's, I don't know, like it adds like a softness to it. I know polyester doesn't braid too well, but this one being mixed with wool and having like a mohair appearance without the itch, I am here for it. This is also a giant ball of yarn. I love it. I hate buying millions of balls of yarn because I always lose them. And it's about, I don't know how big this is. It's bulky weight. See, the label is kind of odd because it wraps around on the inside, so I can't really see all the stats for this yarn. But it looks like you get quite, 952 yards. Yeah, I'm going to knit a short sleeve sweater with this. I'm so freaking excited. I am worried about how it wears. Yarn that is sold like this, that has a lot of synthetic in it, does not wear as well as mohair, so just keep that in mind if you're used to mohair, Suri alpaca, and Angora, getting that beautiful loft from there. This will not wear as well. This will not wear for years and years and years. Unless you, of course, to take care of it, don't have a toddler pulling on your collar every second. So, just FYI with that. Oh, and it comes with a pattern. Oh, all sizes take one ball of yarn. Girl, yes. One ball of yarn. And this was, how much were you, girlfriend? You were $19.99. No, original price $19.99. It was on sale for $14.99. So if you see a mohair project, but mohair gives you the itchies, go get you some of these. Go get you some, because it looks just like mohair. I can't vouch for how well it wears, but as long as you take care of it and follow the ball band instructions, I'm sure you'll be fine. This is by Bernat. I love Bernat's yarns. It's just, okay, they always bring in something special. Like, they're the ones that brought back velvet yarn. Oh. And lastly, I also got a whole bunch of, can y'all see that? Patons Croix. Oh my goodness. So whenever I teach my sock class, everyone always asks me, what is the best yarn for socks? And I always have to tell them, girl, it's, or boy, whatever, or non-binary, it is Patons Croix. Okay, this rings up on average $6.99. It's hardly ever on sale because it's only $6.99, and one ball will make one sock. For one pair of adult socks, no matter what size, you can knit up to a size 16, okay? These are great. You just need two, okay? Now, I love knitting these for socks just because they wear well. You could throw it in the washer and dryer. I get to get a hole in them. They are made out of 75% wool and 25% nylon. You don't feel that nylon, but the wool is just, oh, it's just so soft. It's so soft compared to what you usually get at like a big box store, because usually yarn isn't, washable wool. And then washable wool tends to be less irritating than regular wool, FYI. So you don't really tend to see this at like big craft stores, just because it's a little bit of a specialty item. And so it's really cool that you can see Patons Croix for $6.99 for how much you get, 50 grams, so 166 yards. And it's great. It's so good. And okay, so when you find Patons Croix at your local store, you may notice they only have 2 or 3 colors. Start looking at their colors, because different stores have different colors. Like, I've never seen this one at my local Michael's. I know it's just cream. It's called muslin. It's a beautiful, it looks like it's undyed, but it is. But it looks like a beautiful natural color. How cute would that be for baby stuff? Okay. And it's washable, so all your stains gonna come out. Don't worry about it being white. And then I got brown rose marl, and I got the same dye a lot. Hallelujah. So these are great. Now notice with these are marled, and they're like a long transition stripe type of deal. So it's hard to get a matching pair of socks with these, like one that matches like to the T. But that's okay, because I like to use these for hats. Hold this double with a 3.25 needle or a 3.75 millimeter needle. What is that, like a 3 US and a 3.5, something like that? Oh, holding this double with that needle creates the best DK weight for hats and mittens, even some really good DK weight socks. So holding it double with these transitions create a beautiful marled look. I don't really like it for socks because, again, it doesn't match up, and I'm a little anal. I like my socks to look exactly the same, but you can still use it for other things. Yeah, I'm making a hat because I haven't made a hat for myself in years, because I do not look good in knitted hats because I have a lot of hair, but I'm designing one that should fit me really, really well. So, and it should fit from baby to adult, so I'm super excited about that. And then they had my favorite Patons Croix color, which is, oh wait, this color, did I tell you? This color is called Brown Rose Marl, okay? And it's a brown and rose color. Surprise. This one's Patons Croix socks. This one is blue striped rag. This is, I'm going to show you what it looks like knitted up. It is beautiful knitted up. It's like these beautiful blue and like red, almost like rainbow stripes, but they're muted because they're plied with like this gray yarn throughout all of it. And oh my gosh, this is much easier to match up because it's a constant repeating pattern. So you can start, you know, like where your other sock starts, so you can go to start your second sock. Just like remember, sock. Or you can just look at the sock and see it. Start with a blue stripe. Let me start with a blue stripe. So you might have to like adjust where you start in the yarn ball. But everyone always asks me what color these socks are, and this is it. Again, it is called blue striped rag. It's the same composition of wool and nylon as the other one, so 75% wool, 25% nylon, 50 grams. But this color is awesome. Like, I'm gonna make some baby leggings because again, these are washable and they're not super itchy because my son has eczema, I have eczema, okay, so I get the itchies when I wear certain wools, and Patons Croix isn't like that. It is just so freaking nice to wear. So all that, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but this is like a lot of yarn. 8 balls of yarn for $89, and I definitely got my money's worth because a lot of times when you go, you know, not to box stores, you tend to spend $100 on just like 3 skeins of yarn, and I got like, what did I just say, 8? Lord, I have a bad memory. And so if you go to Joann's today or tomorrow and there's one thing that you're unsure about getting, the one thing that you should get is the Patons Croix. You know, if you don't like fingering weight, hold a double, make you a cute little hat, make you like mittens, something like that, something like small because only 50 grams per ball. It will wash well, it will wear well. Everyone's gonna wonder what color it is. Okay, keep an eye out for different Patons Croix colors. Also, snag this. This is a steal at $25 right now for a whole Afghan. That's super chunky. You can honestly knit this over a weekend. Like, I plan on chilling and not working this weekend and just knitting a new Afghan pattern, which, okay, that's technically work, but it's fun work. I'm not going to answer no emails this weekend, so wait till Monday for my replies, okay? But yeah, I'm just super duper excited with this one. I cannot wait. If you want to see what I knit with all these guys, please follow me on Instagram right here, and I will be there showing off my knits. So that's the podcast for you. Today. Thank you for joining me. I hope to have this up Friday. So happy Friday, happy weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'm gonna be having fun drinking coffee and knitting so much cute things this weekend. Okay, bye.